afternoon and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I have one day left of babysitting. I still forgot to ask his mom whether or not she has school or like is working on Monday and needs me to babysit, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of assuming because she didn't say anything, and like the last time we kind of discussed was like that, like this Friday or like the end of this week I think is like the last week that I'm babysitting, so I'm not assuming. But the only thing is that I will probably forget to ask her in the morning, because normally she just literally like comes, knocks on the door, and then has to pretty much leave. And then her mom might be picking him up in the afternoon because Jack's football game is tomorrow, which I told her, I was like, you can, you know, like leave him here, like he doesn't need to be picked up like right away or anything like that, like at the normal time, just to come pick him up because Jack's game isn't until 5 o'clock. And that you know, she was like, well, she might still come and get him anyway, because she's gotten him between like 3 to 4 o'clock or something like that. So that gives us a little bit more time if her mom comes to pick him up. So sad, because there's like still so many things that like in the back of my mind I was like, oh, we should do that experiment, or oh, we should read that book, or oh, I should get this toy down or this game or something like that, you know, and stuff like that. And like the fact that like the summer's over, like there's no more, like we don't need to do any of those kind of things anymore. Like it's kind of sad. You know, I don't have to be thinking about any of that kind of stuff either, which is, like I said, like kind of sad. Today, one good thing that did end up happening was that I actually ended up doing laundry today, and I didn't have enough laundry to run a full load, and my dad needs his well, I thought his coaching shirt was in the lights, is actually in the darks, which I didn't wash yet. But what I decided to do was I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wash my bedding, and I'm also gonna wash my my curtains in my room too, because the other day I noticed there was a bunch of spider webs up on the top of them, and then also too just like dust on like the top of them, and the what's it called, like the curtain rod. And so I was like, I'm gonna just wash my curtains, which was not hard at all. I actually let them air dry and like hung them on a hanger in the laundry room, and they dried rather quickly. And it smells though so good in my room, guys, like seriously. It just smells like fresh linens in my room right now. It smells amazing. And then on top of that too, I also sprinkled some carpet stuff down and vacuumed my carpet today, and I cleaned off the floor in my room too, and like vacuumed up my floor. And like I said, I also washed all my bedding today. So I ended up doing a load of reds actually yesterday, and washed the red blanket that I have back here, which I normally just leave this over my actual comforter because I let the dogs lay on it, and then I will fold it up and roll it down to the end of the bed at night so that they will lay on that and won't lay on like my bedding, because this is my old comforter. It also, if I'm really cold, like then I have a second layer of blankets if I want, but my comforter is really thick and really nice, and so I don't really need a second like I said, a second blanket or anything like that, because guys, it is so comfy and soft. I love it. And I got it, I asked for it in a queen size because my bed is a twin, but I wanted it in a queen size so that I had some extra like cover over and stuff like that. And guys, this dog here's, I think, his brother right now or something like that. And did you guys see the way he's sitting? He's so cute. Hi, Brav. Did you hear Charlie? Yeah. You didn't think I was recording you. You thought I was just, you know, off in my own world talking to myself. Oh my goodness. You see his little tail? I don't know what Charlie's getting. Oh, maybe my mom went to go get him cookies. Did she? Is that what she went in the laundry room for? I heard her open the laundry room door. And I heard Charlie got really excited about something. He's probably like, I feel so left out because I'm in here all by myself. Can I just say too, guys, from this angle, the one ear that he's got sticking up is cracking me up right now. Anyways, though, I forgot what I was saying. Something about the the bedding and stuff like that. But yeah, so like I said, all of my bedding is all nice and clean. My carpet is all freshly cleaned and stuff like that. I was also kind of getting a little upset too, guys, because I was like, why does my carpet look like it is already like just so worn down and stuff like that? And I realized it is because like, okay, here, I'll show you guys, sort of. Like over like in this part over here, nobody really walks because it's too close to my chair. Normally my chair is kind of on the edge here, so you guys can see how this looks all really nice and like shiny and stuff like that, kind of just right in this little area right here. What I realized, guys, is that all of it has to be actually kind of in the same way, like pulled in the same direction, and it's not like these, like they've got swirls in them and stuff like that. And so even when I'm done vacuuming though, it doesn't actually like pull them all in the same direction because they're kind of like stuck together. But like the brand new stuff that like nobody walks across is still in that direction. So it's kind of like, you know, one of those like sequin things where you pull it over one side and it changes and then you go that way and it's like a different thing. It's kind of how it is. But like the one side's a little bit more gray, the other side's a little bit more shiny, sort of, if that makes sense. So this stuff over here is, to me at least right now, it's not really picking up in the camera that much, but it kind of looks shinier over here. And then this stuff where the most traffic is looked really like worn down and stuff like that. And like I said, I realized that's sort of because of all of the walking across it and actually like packing it down. So that's why I need to like like brush my shag carpet right now, because it is, the ply is apparently like just too much, and it is not looking as fresh as it first did. But I noticed that too, like even like after the first week, I was like editing one of the videos where I was showing the carpet, and I was like, why does my carpet look like it's just so old and like worn down and like stuff? And then I realized quickly what it was. So I vacuumed it again today, and I tried to pull everything like in this way, but it's not, you guys can see like some patches are kind of pulled down, but then others are like twisted and twirled up. So it doesn't really look like that. And then again, I've been walking on it too, so it's also why it doesn't look like that. But yeah, my carpet doesn't look as happy and as pretty and fresh as it did when I first got it. It looks a little crazy, but you can't, the thing is too, is that you can't really totally tell where some of the patterning is, like the crisscross, like the white lines, because the gray is like over it, so it doesn't look as clean as it first did when I first got it. Like over here kind of does. You guys can see like the lines a little bit more like pronounced. Anyways, so yeah, then I also, like I said, I washed my curtains, so those are all, you know, nice and fresh, and like I said, I walked up to them and they just smell so good. The other thing too, guys, I did after I was done babysitting for today, it's like, I'm going to clean my desk off, guys, which I did. And honestly, my desk was like, I'd say semi-clean, but it was not organized. I want to figure out where I'm actually going to put these, but I had like a calculator sitting out, and like I had this little thing sitting here, and I had that little thing sitting here, and you know, and it was like all stuff that kind of belonged in or around my desk anyway, or stuff that I use regularly. But I was like, I need to just take care of it, put it away. I had like tons of little post-it notes all over the place. So I actually ended up dusting when I dusted up here and the rest of my room, sort of. I dusted everything up here, and then I actually took everything off the shelf, dusted the whole thing all down on here, and then also dusted around on my desk, which looks way better. But I still have got some picking up and things like that I need to still do. But yeah, I also don't want to leave my planner out like every single day. I'd love to put it away, which like the thing is that I'd love to keep my like planner in one of my drawers or something like that. But the only thing is that there's all kinds of stuff and clutter, and I don't even know what in some of these drawers that like I just kind of not even like have been shoving things in there. Is like stuff that probably goes in there, but it's not like organized. So, or like sometimes it might have been like one little thing that I was like, oh, I'll just put this in here because I don't have a place for it or whatever. So I need to kind of go through it. Some stuff is like receipts and things like that are in there that I need to go through as well. But you know, like I said, it's just, you know, I don't want to keep this here. One of the other things I ended up going through too, which was in here, was I had some stuff like I had glass actually that was like from like picture frames and stuff like that I actually wanted to do my glass etching on. So I had some of those in here, and I decided I was going to take that, plus I had some other stuff that was on my desk, and took that actually outside with the Dremel tool because that's what it's for. I had one of the bits for the Dremel tool in my room. Like, it was just a whole bunch of little things that like, this should probably be put in this spot, but I should probably put it all together, you know, or whatever. So it was just everything. I ended up, like I said, kind of going through and being like, okay, let's try and put all this in one spot. And again, in here too, I might want to try and reorganize, although it's kind of still pretty organized. And I even think this one is still pretty organized too. Like, I didn't really do a whole lot. I haven't really even been in this cabinet a whole ton either, but like some of the stuff, like I said, I just need to go through and or reorganize some of the things that are in some of these cases and containers and stuff like that, and you know, see what's in them. Honestly guys, I think in one of these top drawers I've just got a whole bunch of candy, which is not what I want actually in this drawer. I don't want this to be for candy, but I probably should eat my candy. Honestly guys, I'll have a sweet tooth every once in a while, and then I'll be like, oh, I really wish I had something sweet to eat, and I'll like wind up like eating something else, and then I'm like, oh wait, I actually have candy. Like, I'll go and get like a snack bar from like, you know, or like a cookie or something like that, and then realize, oh, I could have just had like a Reese's cup or something like that, because I have them in my drawer. And like I said, like stuff that I can or should use but haven't been. So yeah, there's like a whole bunch of random candy in here that I probably, actually, I don't really like these chocolates, and they're from Valentine's Day. I don't know if I still even want them. I'm not a huge actually chocolate person unless it's like Ghirardelli chocolate. It's the only kind of chocolate actually I think I like, unless it's like Reese's peanut butter cups, sometimes M&M's, that kind of thing. I was actually watching a few old vlogs today, and I was watching the one from when I first had my room, like first redid my room, and I was like, oh, my room is like atrocious compared to what it is. And like I've cleaned my desk recently, and I was like, oh, like there's not that much stuff on there, you know, there might be a little bit of clutter, you know, like I said, like a calculator sitting out, or you know, like some pens, or you know, my sales papers are sitting out, or I might have like a clipboard or something, and you know, it's kind of organized in that spot. You know, normally I keep putting it back there because that's where it keeps going, but I was like, it looks a mess compared to what it used to look like. Like, you know, and it's way better than like it was, because again, like it looked 100 times worse. Then I cleaned it up, you know, and stuff was still kind of cluttery there, and then I was like, I should just really actually like clean it and be like, okay, no, anything that like seriously does not belong here should be put away. Like, I had some little like ears for like a Halloween costume that were sitting on my desk in my pencil holder, and I was like, why don't I just go take this up to the attic and put this away. The little bit for the Dremel tool, along with the piece of glass, I had a jar that I was gonna practice on, and so I had that also sitting on my desk. So I'm like, let's just take all this stuff outside. So, you know, like all that kind of stuff, just kind of reorganizing everything. So I did work on that for a while today, and then again washed all of my stuff, so it smells good in here. My desk is kind of cleaned off. I dusted in here too, which I've done decently regularly, not as probably regularly as I should, but like if I go up to like on top of my desk too, and I notice, I'm like, oh, like I have to print something, I'm like, oh, it looks kind of dusty, I'll grab my duster and just kind of briefly go around. But again, today I kind of took everything off, dusted, and then put everything back. So you know, it was more than just a little like 5-second thing that I've done here and there. So again, I kind of want to, like, now that I'm done babysitting, I want to try and get my things in order so that I can be more productive, like when I'm not babysitting anymore, and you know, kind of keep up with the, because I feel like I've been really productive because I've been in a schedule and a routine, and I want to keep that. And like, so I feel like having things in order ahead of time help me so that I don't fall into a really bad slump where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna throw everything on my desk and like, you know, just whatever, and you know, everything is cluttery and messy. I want to start off on a good pace and then try and get back into that. So Yeah, and I seriously, guys, I love the way it smells in my room right now. Like the fresh sheets and the carpet cleaner, like all of it smells just so good right now. But I need to go and take a shower and get to bed because I didn't take one earlier because I didn't need to wash my hair or anything like that. So that's why I'm just gonna go take a real fast one and get to bed. So we'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.